I think it's an indication of how serious an issue this violence is in the community, and clearly a lot of people feel very strongly. There's a lot of anger and there's a lot of pain, but the fact that this many people out tells you that it's important, and I think that's very encouraging.
So how all the efforts are scattered? You know, there is a federal government, there's a provincial, municipal, police department, other organization. How that can be coordinated effort?
Well, I think there's a number of issues at play here. First off, it's a very complex issue, this issue of gang violence and violence in general. And each of the different areas has a different role to play. But what needs to happen is that each level of government needs to be working cooperatively with each other and with the city that has responsibility for policing, and the school districts and the community. And I think it involves building on what we have in place that's working, working with the community to identify additional solutions, particularly on the education and the prevention side of things, as well as the enforcement side of things. And I think that's a key place to start. And from what I'm hearing today, that's certainly what people want to do.
So what is your government doing about it? Is there any special funding or special efforts?
There's a number of things that have taken place. First off, we put in place long-term secure funding for some of the prevention programs, such as the RAP program. That is one component. Clearly, I think there needs to be additional work done within the school system. At the same time, there's been additional funding in place for more policing in terms of the Coordinated Special Forces Enforcement Unit, whose job it is to go after these mid-level drug gangs which are causing a lot of the problem. At the same time, I've been working on discussions with my federal counterpart, Ralph Goodale, on the federal money that has been announced, that money coming to British Columbia. All of those things are taking place, and on top of that, as I said, we want to work with the community, identifying additional measures that can be taken.
So it will be not a bad idea, Mike, that all these organizations you're talking about come on the table and have a round table and get into, you know, we are losing the young kids every day. And is it some sort of round table?
I think what's required is that people are working together. And what I'm hearing today is the community wants to be involved. I've already had requests to be able to meet with members of the community with ideas that they've had, and I said I'm happy to do that.
Thank you, Mr. Farnworth, for your time. I appreciate that. Thank you.